So this is what we do pregame. We just come out here to the yard that definitely needs to be mowed. I gotta mow it tomorrow. We just come out here and we just walk circles. And they chase bunnies. There was a couple of bunnies inside the fence when we showed up, but not so much anymore. I can't ask him how many points we're going to get tonight, so I'm just going to take his silence as same old, same old. Oh, they're going to play. They're going to play. Be careful. Yeah, that's about as active as they get. At the river, they play plenty, and here it's too hot for him. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Spring is over.
You ready? Here we go. They did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, Panther fans, Game 4 Stanley Cup Finals. I see the bunny right outside the window. That's usually a good sign. Now, what do we got going on tonight? Like Fluffy said in the intro, same old, same old. Just go out there and repeat. We have two screenplays here, two scripts that we usually go by. We either score first and then lose the lead and come back and tie it late and win in overtime, or we score first twice and then lose the lead and then tie it late and come back and win in overtime. So, I mean, yeah, we can score first. We're good to go with that, no problems. I'm not even going to say it. I mean, like, okay, I'm just going to say it, but, like, stay out of the box. I mean, we're getting late on in the year for these guys to learn discipline. I'm thinking kill the penalties off would actually be a better ask at this point than stay out of the box. Because, you know, a dog is going to hunt for a bone. You know what I mean? And it's just the way it is. And in this series, the referees have definitely been calling everything, to put it lightly. So I think a better goal for tonight is just kill off the penalties, because you're going to take them and gives you momentum when you kill them off. And maybe we could get ourselves another shorthanded goal and actually win a game when we get a shorthanded goal. Meanwhile, Vegas, we're fixing to find out. Now, Vegas had started off 3-0 against Dallas, then lost two in a row. This is a little bit of a different situation with the home and away and everything. But in terms of this series, you know the drill. Game 1 doesn't mean anything after Game 2. Okay? Game 3 doesn't mean anything after Game 4. Right? Because it's either 3-1 or 2-2, which is the differences in those two cannot be explained away with simple mathematics. I would have to shave my head just to learn the knowledge to be able to give to you the equation of the difference between 3-1 and 2-2. So that's definitely not going to happen. All right, Panther fans. Last game, we won our first ever Stanley Cup final game. There's only one thing left to do in this series. Let's get to it. All right, so 1-0 Vegas after 1. I guess we're going to do things differently tonight. Rather than scoring first and blowing the lead and coming back, we skipped the part about the scoring first and the blowing the lead. So now it's just we're in comeback mode. I feel actually more comfortable down 1-0, thinking, okay, we're going to come back, than I am if we were up 1-0, because I can't think of. I mean, the majority of the games where we've scored first in these playoffs, the other team has at least come back to tie the game. So, other than that, we look pretty good. Bob has made some ridiculous saves. The one goal we did give up with a Sam Bennett special, where he had the puck in the offensive zone, held on to it too long, didn't get his shot off, lost the puck. And on the other end of the ice, he went for a steal. He missed, leaving a lane wide open for the guy to walk in and get Bob 5-hole. It was a real treat there early on. Other than that, it's been shut. There have been chances either way. We need to get a goal. Hill's made some good saves, so we don't want him racking up any more confidence. We're winning the game, though. So it's 3-1 Vegas after 2. Everybody who thinks the Panthers can't come back and win this game, raise your hands. Anybody. Anybody at all. I know you Vegas fans are raising your hands. Of course, you've already watched the game at this point. So it's 3-0. We get the 1. Yeah, it was pinball. Yes, we got a pinball wizard goal. But it cut the deficit to something that's manageable. Now, the unfortunate thing is it's beyond obvious. Tkachuk is out there with one arm. Literally, I'm watching him skate around with his arm like this half the time, avoiding contact. So, that's an issue when your best player's out there gutting it out. I don't know how much he's really able to. I mean, is 60% of Tkachuk still better than Denisenko, who would be the guy that would be in? You know what I mean? So, I guess I'll see you for overtime. All right, so normally, even when we win or lose, normally I stay on the stream for 5 or 10 minutes afterwards, kind of process some stuff there and come in here. I couldn't do it tonight. Kyle's handling the stream right now. I needed to just come in here and now it's not over till it's over. It's not over. Like I was saying during the Toronto series and the Carolina series, this is how many they have, and this is how many they need. Only I was saying it with, we had 3 and needed 4. But you got to win 4 to win the whole thing. There wasn't a second of tonight's game that I didn't believe they were going to come back and win. Chuck has a chance at the end, couldn't quite lift the puck over Hill's pad. Bennett got to the rebound again, couldn't lift the puck over his pad. I mean, Hill making great saves. It's not like Chuck really had much time to try to think about lifting it, though. I mean, the puck goes an inch higher, maybe 2 inches higher. We're in overtime right now. That's how close. Game gets called completely differently. Not even a complaint. It's just we had, 12 penalties, 11 penalties in the last game. Tonight we get 2. And 1 was the delay of game at the last second. So apparently Vegas played a perfect game tonight. It's interesting because there was this stoppage of play where Tkachuk was just right in front of the net and got absolutely just cross-checked to the ground in front of the ref. It's interesting how when Barkov did that in Game 3, that's a penalty. But tonight, it's not a penalty when it happens to Tkachuk. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I still believe that this team is going to win. they're going to kill me first is now we got to have 7 games and win 2 in Vegas. Kachuk's got 1 arm. Something's wrong with Duclair's neck. He had an ice bag on his neck, upper back. The hard part for me is that there wasn't a second of tonight's game where I can't believe that happened. I believed all the way to the last second. So I gotta fly. I still believe we will come back and win, but I also believed we were going to win tonight. So we're going to get to 2-2 and win games 5 and game 6. That's out. I mean, let's be clear here. Vegas is a better team. Led by 2 of the guys that we gave them. I mean, I saw people on Twitter saying, let it go. Whoa, now's not exactly the moment to let it go because it's not exactly old news. It's kind of hurting us right now. I get when it's time to let something go. Not so sure this is the moment to just forget that we gave Vegas Marchessault and Smith. I mean, let's be intellectually honest, you know. But they've got a better team. I mean, all of the teams we played in these playoffs on paper have a better team. And you know, Nick Cousins is out there on the second line, on the first line, and it's a hole. It worked nice with Bennett and Kachuk for a little while, but in terms of skill, he's getting opportunities to do things with the puck, and he just doesn't have the skill to do it. So that's a spot. And then Kachuk is, I mean, he's skating around. I mean, he may as well have his left arm in a sling. I mean, I get it. Full credit for gutting it out. But I'm not so sure how much he helped us tonight. He almost won the game. He almost got us to overtime. And I mean, we won our first Stanley Cup game. I suppose we were in this exact same position against Boston. The only difference being that we won one on the road already in Boston. And we were healthy. Let's not leave out Eetu Luosterainen. I mean, Vegas was already better than us. But with no Eetu and basically no Kachuk out there, stupid fly. What the hell? So now we got a couple of long days. This was the first time I believed they were going to do something that they didn't. This one right here. Except Game 5 against Boston, I believed that they were going to lose that with 5 seconds left. But Bob made that save, and it's been magic ever since. And I know everybody is going to come in the comments and say Vegas ain't losing 3 straight. I mean, you're welcome to say that. Doesn't matter what we think is going to happen. I mean, tonight was the first night. Like I said, tonight was the first night I believed. I mean, I've always believed, but tonight was the first night it just didn't happen. And you can make excuses all over the ice, but we have real problems with Vegas's speed, and we're just not playing at the same level of aggressiveness because we're trying to back off to play defense just a little bit too soon, too quickly. With Carolina, especially, but even with Toronto, we weren't playing like we were worried about Toronto's offense getting to us. It was just aggressiveness. If somebody sent that puck around, one of the defensemen was activated and coming into the zone to get it. But against Vegas, multiple times, we're sending that puck around, and the defenseman is staying in the neutral zone to play defense and not going and getting the puck. I don't know if that's by design, if it's a lack of confidence, but it's definitely limiting our chances, and we're not, getting the zone time that we had been getting. Now, on one hand, there's part of me that says, hey, we're in the Stanley Cup final. Yada, yada. But, for me personally, having said we were going to win the Cup before the season started, to get this far. It's not like anybody else was saying the Panthers were going to make it to the Cup finals and then lose, right? So like it was crazy that we got this far for it to even be a chance that I would be right. If Kachuk can get it over Hill's pad tonight, not blaming him, but if he can get it over his pad, we're going to overtime, we likely win, and we all feel like all that belief in magic is still there. And so now we're going to have what we had against Boston, which is elimination game on the road, Game 5. The last time, okay, here's the way I'll see it. And yeah, it's a big, huge if, but if they win Game 5, they're going to win Game 6 at home. I think this either goes 4-1 Vegas, or we're going to go to Game 7 back in Vegas. Now, the question is going to be, do you still keep throwing Kachuk out there? Is it something that's going to heal up in these next couple of days? I don't know who you throw out there. I mean, even if he's at 50%, are you going to throw Giovanni Smith out there, Denisenko? I mean, we don't have anybody to throw out there that, I don't know. Well, the three of us watched the game, and there wasn't, I mean, they're whacking away at the puck at 3 seconds left, and I just knew that puck's going in. And it just won't go in. That's it. I'm going to get this uploaded, help Kyle finish the live stream. It's not over. I mean, it's not over. We did this against Boston. We'd be lying. The reason I'm upset, disappointed, is not so much that I don't believe that they can come back and win. It's that I believe they were winning this tonight. Get this far. Get this far to have the Magic start running out now. I don't know. The only thing I got one card left to play, which is in my series preview. I said, I was told, the puppets told me, we were going to face trials and tribulations in this series unlike any we had before. And this definitely qualifies as that. I also said we were going to win in 6, which I'm not good at math. I'm fairly certain that can't happen. All right. I'm listening to what Matthias is saying. He's saying, I really don't want to see Vegas, the Golden Knights, lift the cup in the air. Get this far. What were the odds? I mean, that's half of why I've believed. What were the odds that I would say we were going to win the cup? And it was so crazy when I said it. It was so crazy when I said it. It was like just going bowling and you got that crazy split and you just close your eyes and throw the ball down the lane, right? And what we've done now is we hit the one pin and we've slid it over, and the one pin has hit the other pin, but it won't fall. And you're like, how? How are we going to get this far? We were down 3-1 to Boston, and until it'll be just like tonight, until there's zeros in it and over, I will continue to believe that this team will win. I have no choice. Stu and I will see you in the morning.